some good times knocking upon your front door. It's the Richard Wilmore Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Richard Wilmore.
Sit, relax, all of you in the audience, sit down, relax. Welcome to the show. Thanks for being here. Thanks for tuning in right here on, if you're watching on Roku, if you're watching on Apple TV, if you're watching on Amazon Fire, or Facebook, or YouTube, or Twitter, or richardwilmore.com. I can't thank you enough for tuning in today, and I'm glad you're here. We have a really cool show, so sit back, relax, grab some coffee, and enjoy. What y'all been up to? Anything good? Because I have been. I went to the Carver here in San Antonio, and I saw Michael Kilgore and Jameson Ross. I'm gonna show you that right there. Was a great night. Grammy-nominated artists, and also performing at the Met Gala this year. Come on. And we had front row tickets, and it was a really, really fun, cool night of like jazz, and we had a really good time there at the Carver. And so I talked to the Carver and said, hey, I love everything you guys are doing. Can you bring all of your performers on? And they said, yes, we would love to. So today we have some of here we go. The Divas of Eastwood are going to be here today. Look at that. Very exciting. We're going to talk to them. The 2021-22 season at the Carver is going to be a really great season, and I'm really looking forward to talking to the performers here on the show. Chuck Weimer is also here today. He's going to be performing. He's a great musician, country musician, who will be performing for you, and we're going to talk to him. And it's going to be a really good show. So why have me sit here and talk all day when we should get to it? But first, you all know this show. I'm going to put those over here. This show is completely based and only for Rosie O'Donnell, right? I fell in love with her in 1997. I found a rerun of her show one day during my summer vacation, and I thought, that's what I want to do. I want to create a space where people can go and laugh and have fun and be themselves and no pressure. And it's a safe space, because that is what I needed at the time that she provided for me. And I hope that this show is that for other people. So, I feel like one day she will be on this program. And when she does, I think that'll be our final episode, and I'll just quit and run away. But until then, we need to get her on the show. So if you're watching and you know her, or you are her, or you want to tweet her or Instagram her or TikTok her and be like, this guy needs you on his show, we're going to go every episode. I'm going to grab this. This is some of my stuff, some of my Rosie stuff from when I was a kid. And I'm just going to open this up and see the first thing on top and show you all that this is a Rosie shirt that I have multiple shirts, but this is one of them from her show. I used to go on eBay and buy stuff, because that was back when the internet wasn't as cool, and she didn't have like a shop on her website. So I was on eBay buying most of the stuff that you'll see throughout this season here, the 5th season, right here on this program. All right, we're going to take a break, and that'll give you time to tweet out this little segment to Rosie, and then she'll come on the show maybe next week. I don't know. I'll bump other guests for you, Rosie. Don't worry. So let's take a break, and we will be right back after this.
Wouldn't it be great if your business could have a commercial on TV? Now it can. Secure your Season 5 sponsorship by visiting richardwilmore.com. Advertise on Apple TV, Roku, and Amazon Fire TV by sponsoring The Richard Wilmore Show. Become a sponsor today. Go to richardwilmore.com now.
Said goodbye. We get on our plane, we've seen you cry. Don't know if we'll be back again. Say it's hard. This place they've got us going. We take comfort knowing you're on our side. Do our job. Sometimes with heart, sometimes with guns, sometimes it's hard. Oh, but we still have our fun. Times are dark. Still a job that needs to do. So we push right on through until it's done. They don't talk like we talk. Need the things we do. We move through their crowds and they're unaware. We've got wars on both sides. We need to, I say, staying quiet don't mean that we don't care. Feels like we're not wanted over here. We get home, reunited with our family, we're still alone. 'Cause we can't share what we've been through, we hold it in. They say that we have a disorder, 'cause the media reporter can't explain. They don't talk like we talk, need the things we do. We move through their crowds and they're unaware. We've got wars on both sides. We keep to ourselves. Staying quiet don't mean that we don't care. Feels like we're not wanted over here. And the politicians say we'll never win. I was proud to serve my country and I'd do it all again. But people don't talk like I talk, need the things I do. I move through their crowds and I'm aware. I've got wars on both sides that I keep to myself. No, I don't say much, but I still care. Even if I'm still not wanted over here. Even if I'm still not wanted over here. Oh, I wish that I was wanted over here.
Amazing. Just like that, he walked in and that was it. 2 seconds after. We'll be right back to Talk to Chuck right after this.
I'm Stacey Andon, a life and business coach, here to help people do it their way and create amazing results in their life. I've got one question for you today. I want you to think about a dilemma, big or small, something you're not quite sure you know the answer to. And I want you to imagine your 10-year from now self is standing right next to you right now, and you get to ask that self any question you want, about this thing, this situation that you're not quite sure about. What wisdom does yourself have for you? What guidance? Anything is on the table to ask. I would love to hear what happens when you have that conversation. Check me out at stacyandon.com and pop over to my Facebook group, Unlock Your Midlife Magic, and talk to me anytime.
Wouldn't it be great if your business could have a commercial on TV? Now it can. Secure your Season 5 sponsorship by visiting richardwilmore.com. Advertise on Apple TV, Roku, and Amazon Fire TV by sponsoring The Richard Wilmore Show. Become a sponsor today. Go to richardwilmore.com now.
Good. We're back with Chuck Weimer. How long have you been singing and writing music?
Singing in the voice that I'm singing in now, about 2 years.
That's it?
Yeah, well, apparently when I was younger, I thought I should be singing in the range like Dan and Shay. So I did that all the way up until I was about 40. And then when I was 40, I figured out, hey, that doesn't sound very good. So, yeah. So then we started doing it the right way. And now, 2 years after that, then we're actually doing it right.
Was that just vocal lessons, or how did you figure that out?
No, my dad just kept telling me, he's like, you really need
You're not
to
doing
stop
that right.
That. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, he was like, you got to stop singing that way. I mean, I don't know what you're trying to accomplish, but it ain't working. So,
do you come from a musical family, or is it just you?
So my dad, he's a songwriter, and he does kind of a real interesting thing with he's a cigarpals.com, and he does the guitars and cigars kind of thing. So he's got a cigar box guitar, and he goes around the country and he plays. Yeah, but now he's actually this is new. So for anybody out there that knows what's been going on with me, he's my lead player now. So I've got him. He's playing lead guitar for me.
Yeah, because you have a full band. Today you were all by yourself. You you walked in here early. Nobody ever shows up early, so thank you for that. And you just walked over there and you were like, all right, I'm ready.
Well, it wasn't going to get any better. It can only get worse at that point.
Just do it now and hopefully it works, right?
Yeah, we're just hoping that the vocals were going to be strong today. We had 4 shows this last weekend, so it was a little rough. So I came in and it was like, okay, well, we'll see what's going to happen.
How is it like? I'm assuming there was a little bit of a break because of COVID. How's it like to go back out there now and start?
It was a very, very small break for me with COVID. During the COVID, when COVID kind of locked everybody in their houses, and you just, the 15 days to slow the spread or whatever it was, I can't remember. It seemed like 4 years to slow the spread. But when everybody kind of got locked down, I was still in an essential job, so I was still going to work, but for the day job. And then I happened to get in touch with Stone Creek Sound, Mac Damon over at Stone Creek Sound, and I hadn't recorded anything yet. And I got in touch with him and I was like, hey, are you still open during this whole mess? And he's like, we're doing, we're keeping everything clean, and we're, sanitizing in between. We're not taking very many, but luckily nobody wants to leave and go outside of their house right now. So we have openings. And I was like, cool. Well, let me come down here and let's get something recorded. And we recorded my first single, which charted on 2 of the 3 charts that we really pay attention to. And then we went right back in and we did another one for January. So we did an August till January. And then we came right back and we did our January, which is the one that everybody seems to know now.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're in the studio now? Are you recording now?
No, I go down to Stone Creek Sound. That's the studio I use. Mac Damon is the one who does all of my my producing and my engineering and everything.
So what's coming up for you?
A lot. So right now we have the song that's out right now, which is called Over Here. In October 2nd, which is coming right around the corner. We have our interim song. So we do 2 single releases to radio a year, and then we'll do an interim, something in between, just to keep the streaming fans happy. So we have a song titled Sand in the Hourglass that's coming out in October, and we're doing a Christmas song in November. And then I have my January song that I'm going in to do the vocals on next week for January's radio release.
Tell me you will come back for like a Christmas thing.
Oh, absolutely.
And perform.
Yes.
I love Christmas.
Yeah, you're not that far. I can actually come down here whenever you want.
Okay, good. Great. We just booked our house band. There's room. There's room. How can people best support you? Like, what's the best way to listen to musicians that you get the most benefit? I don't ever know if it's like iTunes or Spotify or Pandora. Like, there are too many. So how do you like people to support?
So for us, we've kind of broken it down to there's three types of fans, right? There's three types of people who are going to be, and fans sound so conceited, but they're fans of music, not necessarily fans of Chuck. But there's three types of fans out there. There's some that like the live shows, and that's where they're going to get all their music. And then there's some that like streaming, and they're going to go to Spotify or Apple or wherever. And then there's some that listen to radio. And the live show fans, they're going to have one of the other two, but usually your streaming fans are not fans of radio, and your radio fans are not fans of streaming. So if you're a radio fan, if you like getting your music from radio, then call the radio stations and request. That's how they have an idea of who you like. What do they want to play? Because if they're not playing on their station, then you're going to go to a different station, and they want you to stay on their station because that's how their market share works on it. So, and then of course, if you're a streaming person, then Apple, Spotify, we're everywhere, and most artists are. They'll put their stuff out through a distributor, CD Baby or TuneCore or whoever it is, and it just blasts it out to everybody. So they don't have to work too hard at trying to figure out, okay, I got to send it over to these people and these people. So wherever they get their music, if they're radio fans, then call your radio stations and request it there. And if you're a streaming fan, then go listen to all their stuff on Spotify. See if you like something else, and then share it with your friends. Oh gosh, share it with somebody else. Yes. If you like it, they might like it too.
Yeah, that's the whole point of the show, is sharing good, talented people. Who do you listen to?
Oh man, I listen to all kinds of people. I listen to Jimmy Curley, Mikey Good, Drew Moreland, Cody Jinks. He's one of the national levels there. Cody Johnson, Whiskey Myers. Man, I listen to everybody.
That's awesome.
That's just the countryside. Yeah. Blink 182, Sum 41. If I'm not listening to country, I'm usually listening to a little bit more of that punky sound.
It sounds like you have a busy rest of the year.
Oh yeah.
So I'm going to let you go do all of the things you need to do. But I really hope you come back for any time, really. Any single that you have released in Christmas, and we're here.
Well, I appreciate that.
Of course.
It's been great.
Good. Chuck Wilmore, everyone. Thank you very much for being here. We'll be right back after this. Thank you.
Hi, Wendy at The Right Fit here, and today let's talk about big earrings because they are fun and they can change up the look of your outfit affordably and easily. For example, if I wanted to add a feminine flair to my bohemian top, I could add these little numbers. Aren't those cute? Or if I wanted to be just a bit more classic, how about some big gold hoops like that? If I wanted a beachy summery vibe, I could add these aqua kind of embroider type earrings. There is aqua in my shirt. Or if I wanted to be artsy, I could add these geometric beauties. So have fun with some big earrings, everyone. And if you'd like to reach me, you can do so at wendy@therightfit.net. Thanks a lot.
Wouldn't it be great if your business could have a commercial on TV? Now it can. Secure your Season 5 sponsorship by visiting richardwilmore.com. Advertise on Apple TV, Roku, and Amazon Fire TV by sponsoring The Richard Wilmore Show. Become a sponsor today. Go to richardwilmore.com now.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm here with Cassandra and Lainey. They are two of the divas of Eastwood. I just want to show this right now because this is amazing. And thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Exactly. Thank you so much for the invite.
Of course. Tell everybody, introduce yourselves. So obviously we know which one is Lainey because her name is, I think I want that background. If you get confused of which is which, there's a problem. That means you're probably listening to this on iTunes. But tell everybody what the Divas of Eastwood, how that came to be and what it represents.
The Divas of Eastwood actually was a show that was a collaborative effort, the brainchild of Bill Lewis. And we staged it as a production in 2016. We really enjoyed working with each other, the 7 ladies that were in the show, and decided that we wanted to let that be our performance group. And so we did. We kind of took some time to get to that point. And of course, we came to this decision in late 2019, early 2020. Well, we know what happened in March. After we had put together this wonderful concert we were going to do and all of that, and it just got shut down. But the bottom line is that because the first work that we did was what we call edutainment. It's a way through entertainment to educate people on historical facts and some social situations that younger people may not be aware of. One of them is during segregation, when we were barred from the primary entertainment venues, it just required that in order for us to have entertainment, we had to develop our own network. And that came to be known as the Chitlin Circuit. And it was a different kind of place in different cities. In some cities, it was a tent. In other cities, it was a juke joint. And in other cities, I mean, Dallas, Houston, San Antonio was very fortunate to have 3 or 4 different venues, the Carver Center, Eastwood Country Club, the Keyhole Club, that were very establishments that were pretty much upscale as far as the Chitlin Circuit was concerned. So we are entertaining in the energy and the spirit of those who have gone before us to educate current society and hopefully future generations about that music, those people, and that aspect of our culture here in America and how it has impacted all of American music.
Wow. How long have each of you been involved with the Divas?
Lainey?
We've both been here since the beginning. As Cassandra stated, was part of the original team working with Bill Lewis when we were gathering the history, getting the ladies together as far as who would be in the actual production. So I've been working as far as with the theater since probably 2014, and then in 2015 is when we started to kind of get it all together, and 16 is when we decided to start the whole production. So we've all been there since the beginning. Cassandra was in the very first production. I was there backstage helping whatever I could do, even did some of the writing and the script. So we've kind of always, since the beginning, we've been there. It's been a root, very strong foundation of ladies, and we've stuck it out, and we're still together.
Have both of you always been performers?
Wow, this sounds so cliche. I was a late bloomer, a wife and a mother, and just a wage hour worker until I was 35. So I kind of came late to the game, but I was a reservations agent for an airline for 23 years and had an opportunity because of the flexibility of that schedule to cultivate an entertainment career, and started in radio. That went to public access, then to KLRN, then to theater. So that was kind of what my launch was like. I was not, as many of the other ladies in the group, really a performer prior to that. I was in my heart, but not in real life.
And Lainey, what about you?
I've been doing some sort of acting and since school. I was always doing some kind of performance something. I was in dance something, I was in acting something, theater something, all through middle, high school into college. As far as the San Antonio scene, I started out doing poetry. I would do poetry at a poetry spot, and then I met one of the ladies, Diva Yvonne Nathaniel, and she was like, "Hey, you should come. I act with the theater, and we kind of do stuff." So I, at first, was just a volunteer. I was an usher. I got to see what was going on. I passed out programs, and then I kind of eventually moved myself up. Then I was an extra. Then I was a production assistant. Then I decided, oh, let me audition for this thing, and I just kind of kept stepping up, and everything just kind of fell into place. I think, like Cassandra said, I'm a performer in my heart. I'm into edutainment because I am also an acting teacher. So I think that is why we mesh good, especially with this production, because you have the teaching aspect and the informative aspect as well as the entertainment part.
I'm so excited. You're performing this Saturday at the Carver, the 23rd, and I will be in the audience, probably screaming like a 12-year-old girl. And I'm very excited. When was the last time you did perform as since the pandemic and everything? Has it been a while?
It it has been a while.
Yeah.
It has been a while. The Divas have done some individual performances. You know, there are certain venues that have requested and they have performed. But this show, it's been a while. We have not done this full show since that time in 2016. But they have performed because there were some shows in the series after it. But the Divas, Cassandra, and trying to probably answer it. When was the last time, the full time that we all performed? You all performed?
Well, we did 2 virtual shows at the Public Theater during, I'm losing track of time again. Was that this past summer?
Yes.
Okay, so.
No, before. It was last summer. Yeah.
Okay, 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway.
It could have been last weekend or last year. Nobody knows anymore.
Yes, it was in that previous life before
Yes.
there were masks and all those
Yes.
other things that we put together a performance that was supposed to happen in March of 2020. And then when that did not happen, then we started looking at how we could still entertain. But I'm sure you appreciate, Richard, that the nature of the pandemic was of such that you had to really be fluid, and you came up with a plan, and then you found out, that's not going to work because that's not compliant. And then you came up with another plan, and that won't work because we don't have that kind of equipment. It just was one thing after another. Mm-hmm. But we did manage to do 2 virtual shows for the Public Theater, and we did perform at the opening reception for the Public Theater when they announced their season. But as far as us doing what we do as a group, it's been a dog's age. I promise you, it's been a long time. It feels like it was a whole nother lifetime, really. So we are literally chomping at the bit to get on stage again. It just, my adrenaline is so high. I have a hard time getting to sleep at night. It's like, it's not Saturday yet. It's not Saturday yet. It's not Saturday. So,
I know, but the energy in that room on Saturday is going to be, I'm so excited to be there just to hear live music and be with people again. There's something that can't be replaced on Zoom. It just can't be. So I'm so excited for Saturday. How can people get tickets?
Tickets are available at the Carver box office at 226 North Hackberry Street, and they can get them online through Ticketmaster. But I would say if you're thinking you want tickets, you need to kind of hurry up. When we first performed this show, we sold out 9 performances.
Wow.
9. Yes.
And we're only doing 1.
Yes. Hey, like Dreamgirls, 1 night only.
Yes.
And I will tell you, it was one of the primary reasons we decided to bring the show back, because since first performing it, we have gotten so much feedback from other people. I couldn't get tickets the last time. When are you going to do the show again? I wanted to bring my friend, but you were sold out. So yeah, I'm just inviting everybody to hurry up and get tickets.
So as you're watching right now, make sure you're also on your phone getting tickets to the show so you don't miss out. Before we leave today, will you both play a little game with me to maybe win a gift for the audience member?
Ooh,
sure.
I'm scared.
It's a very easy game.
I love games.
Okay, good. Me too. In another life, I'm a game show host. So anytime I can play a game with someone, I will. It's very easy. And although I know you're the Divas of Eastwood, the game is going to be you trying to guess the title and singer of diva songs. So I'm going to read the lyrics.
Okay.
Yes, but I'm going to read the lyrics because you don't want me to sing. Okay. And we don't have the license for any of these, so we can't use the music or we'll get sued. Okay. So you have to get 3 out of 5, and you can both play together. And then if you get 3 out of 5, everyone in the audience gets a gift card to Lick ice cream, Honest Ice Cream.
Ooh, I love Lick.
Yeah, we'll all go on like a little ice cream date. It'll be fun. Okay. All right, are you ready for your first lyric?
Yes.
Okay. And as soon as you know it, just yell it out.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. My love, there's only you in my life. The only thing that's right.
Diana Ross and Endless Love.
Whoa. All right. 1 down. 2 to go. Correct. Number 2. I don't know why I did the things I did. I don't know why I said the things I said. Pride's like a knife. It can cut deep inside. Words are like weapons. They wound sometimes. I'll keep reading. I didn't really mean to hurt you. I didn't want to see you go. I know I made you cry, but baby, if I could turn back time, if I could
turn back time.
Thank you. Yes, it's almost like
I didn't finish my coffee and all.
Everybody take a drink of coffee. We'll do everybody.
Look, I have my coffee right here. Okay.
Always acceptable. Always, we can always drink coffee anytime here.
Cool.
All right, let me see which one I want to give you for number 3 in case you get this one. I'm going to do this one. All right, here we go. Well, the men come in these places, and the men are all the same.
Private dancer.
There you go. Done. You win. 3 out of 5. So everybody in the audience gets a Lick gift card. I'm going to put that up there. Lick gift card, and we'll throw that up there. The Divas of Eastwood are at the Carver Center, October 23rd. Go get your tickets right now, or you won't be there. And then when you're there, say hi to me and say hi to them.
And make sure you wear your dancing shoes because we do definitely encourage that.
Yes.
All right.
Dancing in the aisles.
Exactly.
I have sequin pants. Maybe I'll wear those.
Hey.
We love it. We love it. We love it.
All right.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having us today.
Of course.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here. Cassandra and
no.
Lainey, everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'll be right back after this, everyone.
Wouldn't it be great if your business could have a commercial on TV? Now it can. Secure your Season 5 sponsorship by visiting richardwilmore.com. Advertise on Apple TV, Roku, and Amazon Fire TV by sponsoring The Richard Wilmore Show. Become a sponsor today. Go to richardwilmore.com now.
That's our show, everyone. Thank you so much for watching, for tuning in. Make sure you're following us on all the social media platforms. Tune in next week. We will see you later. Have a great week. I love you. Goodbye.
It's the Richard Wilmore Show.
See you later. Have a great week. I love you. Goodbye.
It's the Richard Wilmore Show.